Hello and welcome to 7 Days to Die modded on the PC. This is my single player playthrough that we're on. It shares the exact same mod file that my server does on PC, so anything you see here can be done on my server as well. But last episode here, we ended up with the Horde Night. I was just gonna end it, and we are starting our episode here with the Horde Night. Just ending it. Now, my favorite part about this is going down after and checking the body. And I know this is not the best design for loot. I am coming up for a design with that. Just not this one. This one here, we are at Castle Cactius. I keep changing the name of it every time I say it, but whatever. We'll go with Cactius as the main name for the base, and Castle whatever can be the nickname. But anyways, this is my temporary base, and we have been working on Cooney Hills, which we're actually going to be going and checking out in a brief moment here. Alright, so let's go down here and just... Oh, fucking... I hate these things! These crawlers, they're the worst. They're so hard to hit sometimes. So anyways, let's go down, once I get rid of these crawlers, and go and check out... what kind of loot we got here? How good am I on my inventory? Oh yes, that's right. I have a bunch of shams here I need to spend as well too, because like I did say, this does share the same file as my server does, because I like to actively test out my my recipes, my mods, and everything. Is it still Horde Night? It's 4:17 a.m. What's going on here? Are these guys still running? I don't think they're still running. I don't think that's a thing. Let's go check this out, guys. This thunder in the red sky, 4 a.m. Yeah, I don't know what to think here. Let's whip out Lucille and let's go spank some bitches here. All right. Oh, can't go down that way. It looks like my elevator has lowered. That's one caveat of having that elevator. Oh, shit, they're still running. Why are you guys still running? Or that's a football player. I think he's supposed to run. Okay, that guy's oh no, that's a crawler, so that makes sense that he's walking. Okay, that guy's walking. Okay, cool. We're on daytime. This is really weird. 4:38 in the morning, and look at the red sky, and look at the sun come up over that. I love it. Anyways, before they trash my fucking place here, I'm gonna get down here and lay some smackdown. If I can. Let's get a hold of this here. Fuck you. You know what? You, mister, you used to pick on me on high school, and now you're an alcoholic with 8 kids, and you can't afford your house. But anyways, and here I am, still playing those nerdy video games you always used to make fun of me for, and I'm having a blast doing it. I'm just kidding. I actually don't have that much animosity from high school. I just stayed away from the assholes, you know what I mean? Wasn't really a big deal for me, but I was the nerd back in high school. Nice. Hazmat shirt. I'll take that. Okay, awesome. Let's see what these guys have for us. We might have some good goods here. My scavenging and everything's way higher now, so we should get a lot better. Why can I not read this? Oh, I must be full on challenges. Okay, shears in here. Grain alcohol, I want to keep those. This aloe vera plant can go, though. Oh, I jumped down here without emptying out my inventory like a big old dummy. So what I'm going to do, I think, is actually go into this house. There might be a piece of furniture left. And I'm going to emergency dump some stuff. Ah, yes, I'm going to stash my Sam sandwiches in this bookshelf, because we are first going to make ourselves an auger, because we have to start digging out Cooney. Cooney's got to get dug. So I'm pretty excited for that project, actually. Where's my axe here? Here we go. Now, for the remains, I like using the axe because it's quicker, and it doesn't really using your shiv really doesn't make that much more of an effect when farming these guys. You might get a little more animal fat out of the deal, but these things don't despawn so fast that it doesn't even matter. Oh sweet, I didn't light myself a fire. Oh, we have a I did too. We have a survivor. What's up, buddy? There we go. Eat my pummel, Pete. Oh. What? Did I not loot this guy? Oh, nice, another level as well. Okay, cool. So much loot. Awesome. Let's try to loot whatever we can in here before it all disappears. Now, I'm going to go after... Oh, a sham. I'm going to go after here. These are very valuable, by the way. I'm going to go after the ones... Oh, what? 7 military fibers? You gotta be shitting me. I'm going to switch these out here for... Ah, fuck. This. There we go. Wow, I do not have enough room to do this. I always constantly do this. Go, okay, I gotta empty out my inventory and go looting, and then I never empty out my inventory, like a big old dummy. Paper I don't really need right now. The iron I always need, so I'll just continue scrapping that crap. I'll scrap this. Oh, all these clothes I can scrap, make some room in my inventory. Hazmat boots, sick. Hazmat boots and a hazmat shirt, right? Both off the same bat. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm happy with that. Oh, and a 597 Magnum cylinder. So what I'm going to do is start whipping together some good weapons as well here too, folks. What is this here? What did I loot? That must have been a miner. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the animal fat, and the moldy bread is going to go out here. Because oil is valuable. I can make mechanical parts now, I believe. I think I've gotten my my levels all the way up for that. Worn boots. I'm going to scrap this. I don't think I can scrap the boots. Oh, I can. Nice. Cool. Okay. Going for the bones first. Always go for the bones first. Oh boy. Yeah. I should definitely put some chests down here. I know you guys have mentioned that a million times, and I keep forgetting to do it, to be honest. I don't really need that scrap plastic. I can make plastics now. I haven't moved over my most recent edit to the recipe files, but we found on the server that all the cars have gone. What I've done to help out newbies is I've made a parking lot. I occasionally go and randomly fill up with cars. Oh, apparently I'm thirsty. Fine then, body. I will make you have a drink. I put cars in the parking lot every once in a while. When I log on, I'll put cars in there. Oh, maybe I should search that paper. Whatever. And we've been finding that now on the server, because it's so farmed out, it's really, really hard to get oil because you can't get it from the cars. So what I've done for the oil situation is I have made it so that 10 oil shell and 1 plastic will make you an oil container. Ooh, I'm going to have to do some repairs down here as well, too. I used a lot of explosive bolts on this time around. I think I used up 20 of them. Let's take a look here. Oh, yeah, I used up about 20 explosive bolts on that horde night. But whatever. Look, I'm level 112, and I have a whopping 25 points to spend now. I was at 0 before the horde night, I believe. Awesome. 14 rotting flesh. Never complain about that. Let's go and see what I can do for my skills here, because I haven't gone like run forest run, the camel, this. The reason I do this, well, run forest run is actually not bad to do early. The survivor is also good to do as well, but the reason I don't do the survivor and the camel right away is if you look at my, speaking of health, I'm gonna have to use this. If you look at my level here, I'm still only 152. I've died a few stupid times. And the more I drink and the more I eat, the faster I get that up. So now when I get closer to max level, what I'll do, or max wellness, what I'll do is I'll start increasing these so I don't have to eat as often. But for right now, I want to eat and drink stuff that's going to give me wellness, so I'm not even bothering with that. Tools and traps, I think I've gotten them almost all the way up. Oh, I don't have the last level of steel smithing. That's unfortunate. That's where you can make your mechanical parts. I did have enough to make another work table close to Cooney Hills there, which is handy. They should actually be making us scrap fibers, and I can actually start making military armor as well too, because I added that in as a recipe. Sweet. My scavenging is level 69. Oh, Quality Joe. Bam, there we go. Okay, and then you know what? I'm gonna just get my scavenging all the way up. Just dump it all right back into scavenging, because it's not hard to get XP at all anymore. Okay, cool. So we are good to go. I have everything I need, so I'm gonna go back up to base here. We're gonna, oh Jesus, we're gonna take my elevator. Come back to me, elevator. It always does that once. When I reload the game, it's always on the base, always down on the bottom floor, and it always drops you the first time, then comes right back down, and then you can, yeah, it's really weird. I don't know why it works that way, but that's why it's probably in the dev block selection of creative mode. I would assume that would be why. Oh wow, I have so much stuff to sort out here. This is so brutal. I need to get on this sometime soon. That's friggin' awesome. So many supplies. I can't. Oh yeah, or maybe I already have this one. I don't even know. At this point, I actually really don't even care, because I don't do that much. I don't do that many quests. I just kind of read them as I have them, and if they happen to get done, they get done. So let's get rid of everything here I've picked up from Horde Night that I don't need. These containers are literally not organized whatsoever. Hey, do these cool me down? They do. What am I wearing right now? Oh, I had a broken white tank top on. Okay, cool. Yeah, that can stay there. This -10 insulation. Okay, awesome. Whoa! Did you guys know this? Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna stick it into the forge. Watch this. This is freaking cool. Yes, you can fire up the forge with clothes. That's awesome. It's a 4-second burn time, but I mean, if you had like 100 shirts, I guess that's actually almost pointless, to be honest, because they don't stack. You'd have to like sit there every 4 seconds to just keep feeding it with clothing. But it's kind of cool you can do that. I like to see them add that in because that makes sense. Although it doesn't have a practical application, it still makes sense. So I can appreciate that. Oh, I need to bring, yeah, all these plant fibers I'm actually going to bring with me, and we'll get more plant fiber, more fiber, military fiber going at the other work table, because 2,000 plant fibers will make 1 military fiber. Okay, anything else I do not need? I have everything. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We need to make our auger, guys, and then we're going to head over to Cooney Hills, and I'm going to tell you there our exact plan of what we need to do. So let's say you're on my server, right? Like, this isn't a very good balance for single player because obviously no one's out trashing all the loot containers, and there's not like 32 people on at the same time fighting for those loot containers. So it's not so practical on single player, but you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna go and make a fucking thing anyways. My one thing I do not like doing in this game, and I'll be completely honest, is looting. I cannot stand looting whatsoever. Okay, let's look up auger. I find it incredibly boring. I'd rather build than loot any day. Okay, so I'm gonna make auger parts out of an old sham sandwich, and it's gonna take, holy shit, 15 minutes. Okay, and I'm also gonna make an auger blade out of parts, or auger blade. There we go. Okay, awesome. So that's gonna take about half an hour. So obviously I don't have the ability to have an auger yet. So what I'm going to do is we are going to go and take a quick drive over to Cooney Hills. I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. Then I'll wait for my auger to be made. I'll do some of what we're going to do. And then once we got that done, I'll cut back in there. I do apologize, guys, you know, if you found this a little boring. It is my Saturday specials, so I do like to take a little bit more of time. And honestly, guys, these episodes, ones where I do the building like crazy in, it's like 5-6 hours of recording. Not recording, 5 or 6 hours of playtime to make a half-an-hour recording. So these episodes aren't the easiest to make. Like, I can't pump these things out 2 or 3 a day. But here we are at Cooney Hills. Oh, this is beautiful. I actually kind of want to take a screenshot here. Awesome. Okay, so there we are, Cooney Hills. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. I haven't actually been able to see it from here in a while with a clear sky, so I just wanted to kind of take that screenshot for my own personal reasons. Because I like to take screenshots of my builds while I'm doing them. It's kind of cool seeing the progression. Okay, so what I've done is I have ripped off the entire front of this mountain so far. I have built an invincible wood wall. It's actually not invincible. All this does, the purpose of this is I gotta dig in behind there. I gotta dig, if we go over here, I gotta dig 10 blocks up and keep going backwards. But at the same time, I also need to support this entire build. And this is going to be a little bit of a challenge because what I want to do eventually is make a very small spawning area that the hordes and the zombies can spawn on. So eventually the top of this mountain, everything, it's all going to be converted. It's just, I can't even... I can visualize it, but I can't tell you guys exactly how it's going to work out. Now, I've done this wall so good, I can't even get into here. Let's try running down here. But yes, I did do a bunch of collapsing here, and I got a buttload of materials from doing it. Like, look at all this sand and stone I got from collapsing all of this. This is now my new favorite way of getting material. Just find yourself a sandstone mountain and start collapsing it. It's absolutely insane how much you get. But anyways, guys, so what I gotta do if I oh fuck, all right, what I'm gonna do here is make a few frames. I don't even care, they're gonna be cobblestone frames, and hop over this this barrier of mine and show you guys what's behind it here, which isn't much at the moment, but I'm going to spend, I don't know, it's probably going to take about 3 hours to do a decent chunk of this, so it's going to be like a 3-hour cut. So when I come back, I'll have an auger, I'll have everything else going as well here too. Okay, what's up here? We'll go over here. Awesome. And it's nice that you can see cobblestone frames. On console for the longest time, we couldn't see our cobblestone frames while placing them down. It was really weird. But anyways, so what I got to do is dig one layer up on that 10th block. Dig in. And dig a wall every, I don't know, I think I'm going to go 5 or 6 blocks back. Probably 6. And then dig straight across. And then dig under. So I only collapse what I'm digging out. And I got to do it in small sections too, so that I don't cause some sort of super collapse up above. That would really, really suck. But anyways, guys, I'm going to start doing some crazy ass digging here. I got Star Trek the Beyond, the new movie that I'm going to watch while I'm doing it. So I'm going to nerd the hell out, and I will see you guys shortly after this quick break. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, I got my auger and everything going. Everything is good to go. Now, once I got that auger going, actually, this took like next to no time. I am getting some attention, though. As you can see, these little fuckers here keep banging on this wall. So this wall's not going to be as effective as I hoped. Now, I ran into another problem as well here, too. I was really crossing my fingers that this wouldn't happen. I'm going to eat that here. But if you look here, this is no longer a flat mountainside. What I had done is I started supporting at 10 up. But what I've learned is that this shit collapses. I knew it collapsed easy, and I knew it would be an easier build to do, but this shit collapses way too easy. So what's happened, I'm actually just going to break my way through here anyways, because I haven't gotten a screamer yet, but I did get attention from other zombies. Wow, the concrete hasn't even dried yet. This literally just happened. I wish I was recording it. I had this section here done. This supported up to the top. And I was just working on this section, and I looked up and hit a piece of sandstone that was above that 10 supported block. And the whole thing came down. Now, I got a shitload of material from it, so I'm not complaining about that. I mean, you know what I mean? But let's actually put some of this shit away here. I need some more room in my inventory. But it also now means I am back to the drawing board. So I think I'm going to do is continue flattening out this mountain along here. I even went in too far up there because the auger is super fast. I love the auger. With sandstone, it's like nobody's business. It's completely insane. Now, if I take my auger, I'll show you guys a couple auger tricks here too before we cut and I do another attempt. So what I'm going to do is, of course, I'm going to go back 10 blocks again. But this time, I don't even want to put in the ceiling yet because I'm not sure what I'm doing for the ceiling. But what I'm going to have to do, I think, is I'm actually going to have to go and do this chunk by chunk by chunk. Literally do 10 blocks high and then support it across the top completely with concrete. If I have to, what I'll do is punch out the concrete at a later point and replace it with whatever blocks I may need. But if I'm going to be doing this hill and I'm going to be doing this hill successfully, I cannot be doing it just by supporting it in random places because it just does not have the load capacity that I need it to have. So learning lesson. Hopefully this avoids you guys having to do any more edits. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to test this out a bit. Yeah, before this goes any further, I'm going to go ahead and dig back in some 10 block chunks in here and support it at the same time. And then keep going down and see if I can do that. Because I can collapse this ahead of the other stuff. So I'm going to give that a good shot here. I know this was like a quick intermission. But I just wanted to show you guys this before I started anything else. And as a small hint here as well too, I do apologize if this thing's loud. Augers are always loud as hell. This is what I was doing. I was going 10 blocks up. I was nerd pulling 10 blocks up. And then just start digging myself into the side of the mountain like this, 2 blocks high. Just enough to come in here, right? And go to the back. And then once I got a chunk done fast enough, like let's say this is a chunk here up top. Once I got this chunk done fast enough, I would come back and come down to the bottom and then cut it out and it would collapse perfectly. And of course I would cut it in back here a bit as well too, like I've actually done it in here a bit. Now with the auger, it takes no time to do this at all, so this isn't going to take nearly as long as it took to dig out the first part, because I mean, like, look at this. I can literally just like almost walk. I bet I can run with the auger doing this. Now if you guys heard my auger behavior, You also heard too, I wasn't going at the side of the mountain doing this. Because all that does, folks, is actually waste gas and break down your auger faster, because it breaks per cycle. So now, if I'm looking at this, I only need one quick cycle, like one little cycle to break the block. Now, it doesn't register fast enough, and you actually end up going 2 cycles before you break the next block. So you end up wasting a lot of durability and a lot of gas. So what I like to do with the auger is I actually like to, spam my mouse button, one at a time. So that way, each rotation actually catches the block properly. I don't want to cause a collapse. You know what? Screw this. I'll show you guys exactly how I've been doing this. Okay, cool. Now, I don't need to go all the way up to the top because I want to flatten this out anyways. What I might do with this, actually, is make the front of the building go right up here anyways. So this actually may have helped, and then I can replace everything with floors and then go 10 blocks back. Because I really want the beginning of the base to start here. And that's okay. We can do it this way. So here we go. So I'm going to start the collapse. Now, as you can see, I've kept that corner in just for now. And now I'm going to go ahead and take that out, and hopefully we'll get a decent collapse here. And I'll show you guys exactly what this looks like. Oh, it wasn't good enough, so let's do a crouch here. Crouch is the best way to do this if you're going 1 block underneath. And just like that. Oh, I can't reach back there. There we go. Awesome. So now that this is hanging here, you should be going, oh shit, this should be collapsing. Update that crap. Because that's actually how I started this whole big chain reaction that collapsed in this whole section. But if you see now, I'm going to take that out of my hand to avoid the noise. We have some action going on. Hopefully this will clear it all the way up to the top nice and flat. And it looks like it might actually. Now, depending on your PC as well too, this may lag you out like crazy. I'm lagging a bit. I'm noticing it. I'm not moving around too much so it doesn't get too bad. But see how this is done? Give it a second. Okay, the collapse has ended. Now we do have a bit of a problem here. Of course, it doesn't collapse all the way down in this section, but it did it over there. Thank you very much, game. That's very much appreciated. Now let's say I should be able to go up there and update those ones as well here too, and have those collapse. So let's go up here a few blocks and see if we can reach that or not, and tidy up the top section, because I don't want that to collapse after the fact and destroy anything I've built underneath it. No, not good enough yet. So let's gotta get that. I hate the noise of the auger. I wish you can edit that out. You know what? I actually might be. I might be able to actually edit out the sound of the auger. That would be super nice. Okay, I want to go wood block. I want to go wood frame. What am I doing? Here we go, wood frame. I'm going to make up some of these. I have no wood on me. Okay, never mind. But anyways, you guys get the point. I'm going to clean this up here, get this all going, and then I'm going to go in 10 blocks and try it out before I collapse any more of this mountain. So I hope that, guys, I hope that helped you guys so you don't make the same mistake. Literally, if you're going to be doing this, you're going to have to support it section by section as you go, or if you get a collapse, it's going to collapse mostly the whole thing. So anyways, guys, I'm going to cut it out here, and I will see you shortly after this break, and hopefully I've had some success at digging in straight. Oh, and before I forgot to tell you guys, look at this. I'm already hitting veins. And I'm not even that far in, so I'm also going to be getting a butt ton of supplies from in here, and I will never, ever have to worry about gas again. Look at all the oil shale. Tons of oil shale. So I'm also at the same time going to try to preserve as much materials as I can by farming them out before I collapse this section. But yeah, there we go. So tons of supplies. I am thirsty. I need to drink some fluids here. I'm probably losing health as well, or wellness. But anyways, guys, yes, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to cut it out here, and I will see you guys after this short break. That's right, my character is extremely hot. Welcome back. Okay, so I feel 100% confident now that I got a pattern down for this, and I can do this successfully without constant collapses. So let's go take a look at this bad boy here. It's gonna be a little tedious. It did take a little while to accomplish that. What I'm gonna do is pick that up so zombies can't get up here. What I've also done is put in a concrete wall here because all my chests are behind here, and the zombies actually were coming quite often and hitting in this area. So you know what? I was like, I'll spend a few of those to save a few of them. But anyways, as you can see, I've already got one section completely done and back, and I can keep going back and back and back. And also, I am gonna have so many resources because I've been hitting these up too as I go along. I really don't want to waste much, so I've been grabbing these all up. Now, I don't think you get that stuff as like nearly as much when it collapses, so I'd like to avoid the collapse so I can get as much oil shale. Holy shit, I have a lot of that. And raw iron as well here too, because I'm gonna need buttloads for this build, along with buttloads of concrete. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another section back here, and then I'm actually going to do a temporary forge house underneath it, I think, or above it. I don't know, but I really want to get my forges over here as well too eventually, so that I don't have to keep running back and forth to my base. Maybe I should make myself I don't know. This is such a temporary wall build thing that is just, you have to do it in stages. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys how I was actually doing this. So I'm going to go ahead, and I made a whole, way too much ladders. I made 400, I like a whole stack of 500 ladders for some reason. Wasted a whole ton of wood, so I'm going to have to put those away. I'm going to need a lot for the build anyway, so it's not an entirely a waste, but it kind of sucks that I still did that. I was depending on it. Whoops. I'll have to go out and farm some more wood lately. I think I'm down to like 1,715, and you need it to upgrade those frames, so I'm gonna have to go and do some deforestation very soon. Yeah, we're completely out of wood. Damn it. Whoops. Definitely didn't need 500 ladders at the moment. Oh well, live and learn, right? Okay, so this is how I do it now. So I go all the way up to the top here, and now that I'm up here, don't fall because you'll break your shit. I'll go right here. So what I do is, whoop, I start farming this out as usual, because like last time what I was doing was I was going 1 too high, and then I can conveniently walk between it all, right? Nice and easy, all said and done. Bam, just like that. Wow. Now, this area here, actually, why did I use the auger? I wanted to show you guys. When I'm doing this, I actually prefer to use a shovel, because it's much less dangerous, because if I hit up here in areas, especially where it actually comes all the way across, it'll update these blocks and cause a collapse, and I really don't want that coming down on my head. So what I've done here is, for the first stage, I've only gone 3 blocks in between, because this is going to be the original wall structure, and then the whole rest of the base is going to be coming back here. So what I've done is I've gone 5 by 7 for the supports. I don't know why, but I think that's, I have a feeling that's going to be the best way to do it. Now that I have, though, this section here cleared out just like this, what I'm going to do is lay down my framework. As I know, I want to come 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Oops. 4 and 5, just like that. Okay, perfect. So this is the framework I want to work with. Now, I don't want to do that right away. That was just doing that for... here we go, nail gun. I was just doing that for example. But I'm going to come in here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade all of these. Bam, there we go. Now we have a support back there. But we still have to fill in this area. So what I do is I come in here. This area, actually, I might be able to cheat. I will be able to cheat because some of this is exposed. But if this was normally all underground, I'd have to put a layer out, and then come back, fill it all in. Put a layer in, kind of work my way more towards the outside, and always leave myself with an exit and a way back on top of that platform. So I'm gonna put another layer in, fill it all in. This is a little time consuming. This is going to take a while. I have to go and make a buttload more of concrete, so I'm going to get those forges fired up actually right after I finish this recording, and we're going to get thousands upon thousands of these going, because I mean, it's not hard. As this mountain collapses, it turns into concrete pretty much. So yeah, it's kind of handy. Everything this mountain gives me gets turned back into the mountains, so it's kind of like a whole big recycle thing, right? Works out really, really well. Now, because this is exposed, I don't have to go through all the effort of doing that. So I'm going to go like this, just to get the ones that might be covered up. And then, just like this. Oh, yes, before I go anywhere, actually, before I do anything here, what I'm going to want to do, because I can't quite reach up to the top, I'm going to want to go down a couple blocks right here as well, too. Bam, just like that. Put in my frames for the support there. Nice, nice. And this will all remain supported too, because this still touches the sandstone, so it will still hold the load. So if I dig underneath it, not so bad. Cool. There we go. So I have that all done. This is normally what would be the last step I would do. I'd dig down a couple and then hop back up onto the platform. So I'm going to finish, go ahead and finish putting these frames in here. And then I'll come back and upgrade all these frames from up top. Normally I would do it from the inside, but this is a little quicker. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now, let's actually not do that. What we need to do is go back down to the... fuck it, I'm gonna finish this up so that it can dry. Concrete takes a while to dry, and it's not quite as strong when it's wet. So I want to take 0 chances with having a collapse, and I want to go down here to the other section now. See how this section is all nice and dry? It's good to go. I know this is all underneath. I don't know. I'm paranoid right now. So what I've done is I've dug out around these poles on an angle, through around back here, and then on an angle again. And if you take a good look, I've put these pillars into the sandstone a bit because I have noticed with the first few that I placed, I just placed them right on top of the sandstone, and that is always stupid. Never do that. Always have good supports for your builds just in case something happens, right? You never know. Like this one here, I'm going to have to come in and I'm going to have to support it up and then dig underneath it and put in a few more blocks. Same with this guy here, I'm going to have to support it. I've been finding the need here to support it as well too with actual filled concrete. The frames just don't seem to do it anymore. So I'm going to have to fix these ones up here as well too, but that's okay. Forethought before I lay any more down, I'm going to have to take those extra steps just to make sure, you know, like, something like a crawler doesn't end up in this hole and then like slapping away underneath it, because that would be extremely not good. Oh, hello, Mr. Plane. Where are you today? It's only every 3 days, so it's not that often I get one of these anymore. There is a whole shit pile of airdrops back here. Every once in a while I go back here and just pick up a few. I don't have my airdrop notifications on. Personally, I hate them. I only have it on my PS4 playthrough for shits and giggles. But once I've got this all done, I've got it all dug out, I can go ahead, come underneath here, and just go like this, really. The whole thing should come down fairly easily. Making sure not to hit the poles. I did some damage to that pole. That's okay, though. It's not like it's going to collapse the pole. And there we go. If you haven't attached this to anything, it won't collapse anything else around it. So let's take out this other area. Nicely done. And look at that. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. We have a whole buttload of supplies now. Sweat. Let's pick all this up. Let's get the collection going on here. So many supplies. Yeah, this by far is definitely going to be enough to replace the concrete I'm using in this build. And since the heat map is so far away, I really won't have to deal with screamers that much. Honestly, out of digging all of this out, I have not seen one screamer. A lot of zombies get attracted to it. They come wandering over to see what's going on. But I have not been able to attract a screamer with just my auger. Now, before, like especially on console, if you use an auger for 3 minutes, you're fucked. You're gonna have zombies all over you. I have not seen the same thing happen here. I may either be lucky, and they may be all on top of the mountain or something stupid like that. I don't know, but we will find it out. Now, doesn't that look fucking amazing? Now, imagine this going back, see this big section here? 10 of those. That is what I plan on doing. This build's gonna be humongous. What I plan on doing is making it so that the only spawnable spots that the zombies will spawn in will actually be underneath on top of the sandstone. Now, zombies won't spawn on your player-placed blocks. They will spawn, though, on player-placed dirt. So they never used to. They never used to spawn on player-placed dirt. I've never seen that happen before. But now they do. So keep that in mind, that you can't just place dirt down and have them not spawn on it. I may have just been lucky, but I did have a city called Soda Sopa. It was 120 by 120 meters. Or no, wait. I'm sorry. 300 by 300 meters. Wow, why did I say 120? But I had replaced all the dirt in that entire area and didn't see a single spawn. So now, unfortunately, I'm not finding I can replicate that. But so now, next step here, of course, I'm gonna go along these poles and dig them out. Ugh. See how much of a pain in the ass it is to reach that one last top block? That is why I actually don't. I like to go along the top there and just do a couple down. It makes it a little easier while I'm up there to do that, so I don't have to jump and stuff as much, and like risk breaking the other platform. Oh, here we go. I think I got to. Oh, I gotta make some gas. Right on. So I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and I'm gonna spend, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours dicking around here in between recordings and everything. I'm gonna get a lot of this done. I'm gonna make a buttload of more concrete, and then we'll next episode when I come back, which should be Monday, I'll have a lot of this done so we can actually take a look at it, and maybe hopefully start moving some forges over so that I don't have to run back and forth to my temporary base a lot, and that'll save me a lot of time as well here too. Maybe if I put the forges in, maybe what I'll do is I'll make a concrete wall along here for now so that the screamers can bang at it, but they won't make it through as quickly. And it'll be easier to repair. Now, it'll be a little bit of a waste, but that is okay because it'll save me a lot of time in the long run, especially if I'm like working concentrated in an area. But as usual, guys, I want to thank you for coming out and checking out another episode, and always back up those game saves, especially if you're on console. Even if you're on PC, you're not invincible either. Shit happens. You lose your computer crashes. I always back up my game saves to a USB drive. I find that incredibly handy. But as usual, guys, keep her classy, stay surviving, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out, guys, and have yourself a great weekend. See ya. Oh man, this is going to be such a huge project. Wow, that looks so cool. Turn it on.